create one more folder, API, one more folder, class object, one more folder, Ajax, fourth one is a class object, fifth one is Ajax, and one more folder is required, and that is called JSON server. Third folder is the JSON server. Okay. Now, so everyone folder is created. Next, we have to install the Node.js. Yesterday, I asked to install. Some people have installed already. Whoever is not installed, let's open this website. You can create a text file also here. JavaScript developer guide. JavaScript developer guide. Developer guide. Next, after this, I'll guide you what to do. First, we check how many people have installed the Node.js. We will check from here. Okay. So if these all folders are ready, someone log in just now. In JavaScript folder, create this folder quickly. In JavaScript folder, create this all folder quickly. Now in basic folder, remaining folder you can create later also. Basic folder you created, go under the basic folder. Go under the basic folder and then click on this address block on the top. Click in the address block on the top. Okay. Next, after this, delete everything from there. Type cmd. Shortcut for the command prompt is cmd. Cmd you write and enter. You will find the command prompt will open directly under the which folder? See here, it is showing path called basic. I will repeat again. If anyone miss out, they can follow me. In JavaScript folder, we have basic folder. Under basic folder, you are supposed to go. Then click on address block. Click on address block. After clicking on that, you will type cmd After clicking in this address block, delete everything and type there cmd and enter. Your command prompt will get open here. Correct? Now to check whether Node.js is installed in your computer or not, we will run a command. Using that, we'll find out Node is installed or not. Right here, node space -v. Node space -v and enter. Node space -v and enter. It will show you the version of Node.js. Version of Node.js. Anyone is facing the problem, unable to find the version? Reply me in the chat. If version is coming, then all right. If version is not coming, then please message me once in the chat. Yes or no? In Mac, you open the terminal, right click in the desktop, open the terminal. Create folder, go inside folder, right click, and then you will see called terminal. Do quickly and let me know, are you finding the option or not? JavaScript folder you create, basic folder you create, and after that, under the basic folder, you can do right click. It will show you the option called terminal, something like this. Then search on internet how to open the terminal in the Mac. Search button you have in computer. Search option will be there. In search, search the terminal. In search, you can search the terminal. Terminal will come, then open that. Then in that terminal, you can write node space -v. It will show you it is installed or not. So for remaining everyone showing the version, one person have problem. Remaining everyone have the version. Able to show you the version. If you found the terminal, then in that you search this. Type this node space -v. So Shivani Balaskar, were you there in the class yesterday 2 p.m.? I asked you to install that. Installation is done. Then definitely you will find the terminal. In the terminal, you write node space -v. It will show you the version. Check terminal. In terminal, write not space minus v. Let me know. It shows the version. Okay, next after that, everyone will open the VS Code. After that, you open the VS Code. So node version is checked, node is installed already. Open the VS Code now. In VS Code, go to the file, then open folder. Go to the file and select the open folder. File, then open folder. Under the open folder, select the JavaScript basic folder. In JavaScript, you have a basic folder. Select that folder. Okay, so hope the basic folder you selected and basic folder is loaded under the VS Code. Okay, so what basic folder is open. Now under the basic folder, let's try to create a file and run the test whether the node is able to work or not and our file is able to compile or not. So for that purpose, create a file under the basic folder. Page1.js. Page1.js. File extension will be .js. Okay. Page1.js is created. Hope you are not giving the space between page and one. Okay, now come to this file, page1.js file. Right inside call console.log. Console.log. Console.log and print your name or anything. Hi JavaScript. You are too popular. Hi JavaScript, you are too popular. So I hope everyone have made this file under the basic folder only. Next, after that, in file menu, there is a auto save option. You should click on that once. Your file will keep saving automatically. You don't need to save manually. If it is already auto save, don't click again, else it will become unsafe. Already checked, then no need to check. If it is not checked, then you can check it. Auto save. Okay, coming on next. How to run this file. So you have to go to the terminal and there is an option called new terminal. Click on that. Terminal and new terminal. So it should open like this. Complete path of the project folder. Then in the last is saying for a basic. You will run this file using node command, something like this. Node space. What is the file name? Page 1. Page 1.js. Node space page 1.js. Enter. It will print you hi JavaScript, you are too popular. Something like this. You should reply once if you are getting this message. In chat, you can reply once if you are getting this message. Okay, chicken. Okay, for you. The folders are not ready. Where is the folder? No, cancel this first. Yes, cancel. Where is folder? You created the folder? Where? You given a space in Java, say that is 100% wrong habit. Go back. Okay, you will rename it later. We don't give a space. Okay. All folders you have here. Now go to VS Code. The file. Not open file, open folder. In 5 minutes. Click anywhere, no problem. Where is your folder? Just desktop. JavaScript. Go inside basic, just click on select. Okay. Okay, so hope running for 10-11 people. 4-5 people have no answer. But everyone should try, okay? Everyone should try. Next after that, come to the code. We have written one line console.log, and just to understand how to print a statement. So one statement we printed. Now write one more line. Console.log something, you print your name. Okay, you print your name. Okay, again how to run? Same terminal is open here. Node space your file name. Same file name, page 1, enter. It will display your name in the new line. Correct? It display the name in the new line. So in JavaScript, we will be spending very good time in that. The basic folder you have created, this slash is not required here. Just you write like this. This one, node space file name, node space file name dot js, enter. It will print. Okay. Basic folder we have created. Inside the basic folder, we will be spending 1 week of time. Complete 5 days is the syllabus of this basic folder. Folder wise, we have made 5 days, 5 days, 5 days, 5 days, and then nearly somewhere 1 month time we will spend in this. In that, confirm 1 week under this folder. College basic. So there you are going to learn basic programming of JavaScript, how to write the program, where to run. Multiple ways there to run it, but since only JavaScript file, if you are going to run in the browser, so there you will get a lot of, you can say, you have to write HTML, again you have to write the JavaScript, you have to link code, then you have to run it. Okay. But there is also way to run the file directly through the which one? Command prompt. Okay. Now to run the JavaScript file directly in the command prompt, we can use this command. Node space which one? File name. Node space file name we are written here, no? Node space file name dot js. Even dot js is optional. Without dot js also we can run. See here, I will remove that. Then we'll run. See happening. Okay, but in this case, what you have to do, every time whenever you modify the code, page is running fine now, but whenever we modify the code, we have to run again and again. Correct? Again and again we have to run it. Then only it will happen. Right? We have one more package. That package we will install, and after installation of the package, you need to run only one time. one JavaScript file you run once, and after that you keep writing the code. Just to write the code, automatically it will keep running. Okay. When you write the code, it will show the error, but when the error will get fixed, automatically it will display the output. You don't have to run again and again. Okay. How we are doing? Node space file name, node space file name. So this we don't have to repeat. Repeat only one time. Just run one time, and after that, just write the code, it will display the output directly. Okay. So for that, in this basic folder here only, internet is connected. Check your system is connected with internet. Connect. Connect with the mobile. Password you need to go there and ask what is the password. I have connected with the LAN cable. Okay, so connected. Now in the CMD here only, right here, npm. npm. Okay, npm, not npn. Okay, node package manager. Node package manager. Full form is node package manager. What is that? See, I'm not teaching the Node.js, but to run the JavaScript, some certain packages are required. Okay. So npm, when you have installed the Node.js, along with Node.js, this is also installed. Which one? Node package manager. Now, when we want to install any kind of JavaScript related package or library, we will just inform to npm install particular package. So npm will go to the npmjs.com, and from there it will download and install in your respective folder. Okay. Internet is connected. npm node package manager. npm space install npm space install 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 npm install nodemon npm install nodemon npm install nodemon. Enter. npm install nodemon. Node modules folder will get ready. Package.json file will be ready. Those all are not a matter. Okay. There is the auto installation will happen. Those folder will come. Run the npm in basic folder. npm install space nodemon. Completed. It will come back again to the terminal here. Again, it will come to the command prompt. It will say this many packages added, installed, updated, something. Okay. So done for everyone. Now again, the previous command we have run directly using the Node.js. We have run the JavaScript file, but now we are going to run the JavaScript file through that package. Which package? Nodemon. Reason to run using the Nodemon, because in this file, if you are going to write multiple lines of code, after writing one line, you want to see the output, you have to run again. You have to keep running this file manually. Okay, but if you use the Nodemon will keep compiling automatically. It's like the live server. It will keep checking if any changes happen, recompile. Okay, so write again. Nodemon, Nodemon space page 1. Nodemon space page 1. Enter. Nodemon space page 1. Enter. Any error is coming? Similar error? Noted because running a script is disabled in the system information of the wait. Let me check in the CMD. I will check in the CMD also. We have option not one space. Page 1 was there, no? Page 1. See, in CMD there is no any error. So your CMD is pointing to the which folder? Check once. Your CMD pointing to the CMD in basic folder. See from here it's not happen. It's throw some error. Something is not recognized. In CMD, can you check once? CMD, but CMD where you will open, that is also question. CMD should be under the basic folder. In basic folder, go and open the CMD and then try. Okay, or also we can do something like this. Just wait 1 minute. You see in my Node.js, in my system it is working. Okay, CMD I have open here, CMD. It is working here. I will go to this VS Code. I'll go to the VS Code and I will add one more line. You check once. Console.log. I will print for Bangalore. And again one more line I'll write. Console.log something 2004. Okay, I wrote something here and I will not run this file under the terminal. I'll go here under the CMD and you can see here. What is saying? Is the content is printed here, no? Whatever I wrote there, all are printed here. So it is immediately, as soon as you type, automatically it will change here. Okay, but in the this one, your terminal, let me see in terminal what we can do. Via CMD is happening. In terminal also it should happen. But let me see here the PowerShell command prompt. In command prompt, I'll try once. Not one space, page 1. It is printing here. And if I modify anything in this file, if I modify anything, console.log, India is best. See, I wrote there and you can see it is printed here. India is, comparison happen. Don't worry, it will happen in your system also. I'll guide you what to do. Okay. So I hope everyone can see my computer. I will go to the terminal. You also go to the terminal. Okay. Then you see in the right side, you have PowerShell and you have plus my button and you have an arrow key button. Is there arrow key? Arrow key button there, no? Click on that arrow key. You will find PowerShell command button, debugger tool here and there many more. So you will click on this one. Call it command prompt. Click on command prompt. So hope everyone is following me. Command prompt. Okay, what command prompt? Click on that. Before it was PowerShell. Now it is called a command prompt. In command prompt now, again write the same command. Node space, not node space, nodemon. Nodemon. Nodemon space, your file name. What is the file name? Page 1 and enter. Nodemon space file name, page 1.js and enter. Nodemon space your file name. Okay. Written, printing or not? Still error. Nodemon is not recognized. That means you have not installed it. Okay, leave Nodemon. Okay, not able to fit, then leave that. You can run through the Node.js, right? The node command was working or not? Node command was working. The previous command what we have written, that command was working. Now close this and all, and go here, terminal, and in terminal you write node space your file name, page1, page 1, and enter. Now you check if node command is working, then use the node command. If node command is working, then use the node command. Leave node mon, leave, don't message for node mon, okay? Run through the node. Run through node and then check. Your node is working, node space page1.js. Whoever message node mon, so your node is working. Finally, ignore the node mon and check node about the node. If node is working, follow the node, okay? If node is working, follow the node. You can run from here, from where? From the terminal. One option is this. One more option I'll show you now only. Whichever the option you feel better, you can run from there. Okay. Another option is here. Terminal, the new terminal, then you have just type node space page1, that is working. Another option is here. In basic folder, you should open the CMD as usual. CMD, open. If you can follow this structure through CMD, then you follow. If you are not able to follow, then run from the terminal directly, from the VS2O terminal. Or if you are able to use the CMD, you can use anyone. Or whichever is working in your system, you can run from there, either CMD or terminal. So I gone to the basic folder under the, I open the CMD under the basic folder. CMD is open under the basic folder. After opening the CMD basic folder, you can see the basic folder, the CMD is also pointing to the basic folder, and the page1.js is also under the basic folder. So both should be at one place. Both should be at same place. It should not be here and there. Both should be at same place. Okay, both should be at same place. Now inside this one CMD also I can write node space file name. What is that? Page1. Node space file name page1, and then I'll enter. You can see it is printing from here also. CMD as well as which one? Terminal. Node command is working from both the places. Your wish. You run through the terminal or run through the CMD. Next, come to the content what we have to study. Also in one. Okay, so this file is here. Okay, see, so in first 5 days nearly, we are going to spend the time in this area. How to create variables and data type first. Then how many way we can create the variable. Then I will enter under the control structure. Control structure is divided into two parts, loop and condition. So first we will complete the condition part. There we have if else if, nested if, switch case. After that we have called loop, for loop, while loop, do while, those will be here. Then map and for each. Map and for each will work based on array. Next, after finishing this loop and control structure, we'll enter under the array. Under the array, single dimensional, again multi-dimensional, array of object, all will come. Then after implementing this, function will come. Type of function, how many way we can write the function, what is the meaning of function. Okay, then type of function will come. Right. After finishing this entire part, while finishing this much of, you can say, topics, it is going to take somewhere 1 week of time, 5 days from today, including 5 days we will spend on that. After that, what will happen? You will have basic understanding of variable creation, array creation, function writing, running a loop, printing some kind of series, array object meaning is what, array of object meaning is what. Okay, so those basic syntax will come in mind. After finishing this portion, so this is still selected content is in 5 days. After that, we'll enter under the data binding. Data binding, what is that? You have got some idea on HTML, CSS, and 1 week you are going to spend the time on this one, called a JavaScript part. So JavaScript will be basic part will be ready. You will be ready to write the program, small program, and HTML already we have gone through. So when the next topic will come, that is called data binding. Under the data binding, you are going to combine both the things, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript together. HTML will take input output, CSS will take care of design part, and JavaScript will take care of processing part. Okay, so that will combine, that come under the data binding. Inside the data binding, we'll start from the very basic type of pop-up window how many we have. Then using the mouse, a user what can do? Using the mouse, what to do? Click, double click, drag and drop this and all. So how the JavaScript treat that? That is called mouse event. Second one we have called keyboard event. Using keyboard, what are the things you can do? Where you can type, where you can do something. Those all will be under this discussion. Okay, under that only this will also come for an event related form event as well as you can say body related functionality how are going to. Okay, now after finishing till here, you will enter under this area. That is called inner HTML, inner text, dot value, etc. So this all are going to help you to create multiple examples and implement it and then understand, okay, when I say array of object, how that look like, when we say inner HTML, what is the meaning, inner text, what is the meaning, dot value meaning. Okay. Next, after finishing this part, you will enter again under the array. Inside the array will have called single dimensional, multi-dimensional, array of object, nested array. There HTML, CSS, bootstrap all will come. We have to combine together and then we need to develop a something. Okay, while going through this part, sometime we need to store some data in the browser. So for that, we have something called web storage. Now, how to store some data in browser memory? Look, you know the cookies of the browser? Cookie, that is called a storage place. Up to 10 MB data you can store in cookie. So that is a part of HTML files divided into two parts, local storage and session storage. How to store the data in secure manner, how to store the data in unsecure manner. Okay, that is this one, local storage and session storage. After that, what will come? API will come. API is nothing but using JavaScript, how to communicate with the backend, how to send the data and how to receive the data. So this will come. In this, while implementing the API, you can see some more things are inside. Then function, fetch function, promise function, import, export, async and await. So these all are the very difficult plus popular words that people are going to ask in interview everywhere. We will be implementing the API call. While doing the API call, we require a backend. So for that, we will install this one. Call it a JSON server. JSON server will work like the backend and the JavaScript will work like the front-end displaying part. During this API part only, you will get the exposure to implement the promise and callback function. Okay. Then after that, we have next topic called class object. After finishing that, we'll come back to the Ajax. Right. Within Ajax only, we will implement this one. Called the form validation. And under the class object, you will be implementing called class object as well as class object model inheritance and all. Right? So these all are going to take somewhere very good times. Okay. So with patience, first 5 days you need to attend. You will get basic idea. After that, we'll enter into the HTML. Then we'll start combining the HTML and JavaScript together. Okay. It will be somewhere close to 20 days, 22 days, 90 days based on your speed. Okay, so you saw that ear is getting dry today. Okay, next come two logout ones. Logout, right? Yeah, so come to this file now. Create a file, page2.js. Okay, page2.js. In page2.js, first you understand JavaScript is a programming language there. JavaScript is the programming language there. Okay, JavaScript is a programming language where you have to make your code dynamic. Okay. Come in this file and write a comment how to create variable in JavaScript. How to create variable in JavaScript. So to create the variable in JavaScript, we have three methods. One method, oldest method, second method, and third method came in 2015. The first method came from the day when the people made JavaScript. The second method and third method came in 2015. So what are those? Let's understand. To create a variable in JavaScript, you have to use a keyword called this one. Other programming language, if you have idea, you follow like this: int a. Int a, you write like this: call it a float b, right? You write something like char d, correct? Now suppose when you wrote a int a, what value it will store? Only integer. When we write float b, it will store only which type of value? Float value. When we write as a char, what it will hold? Only as a character. So that will become a big problem in programming. Okay, JavaScript says remove this all int, float, left, here and there. Okay, use a keyword called this one. Which keyword? Var keyword use, and after that write a variable name, and inside that you assign any value. So what will happen? 100 will store under the A. Next, since when you write the program, line by line process will happen, and according to process, the value will get changed. Correct? So next there can be a chance that A can hold, or A can, or we can change the value of A. What was the initial value? 100. What happened next line? 200. Correct? There is also chance something like this. You create one more variable where a equal to 500. Now you saw what happened in the first line. A was holding 100. Second line, the value of a become 200. The third line, value is not changed. Variable itself got changed. Variable got redeclared. You can see here, a become as a redeclared, right? Now suppose a was holding as a 100. The value of a got changed to assume call Bangalore. Value got changed to Bangalore. So what was the by default data type of a? Integer. What happened in the second line? String. Correct? Value got changed. Data type also got changed, right? So JavaScript allow like that. If you created a variable in JavaScript and you store some value, and according to need, if you want to change the value of the variable, it can change. The value data type can be anything. Variable will be ready to hold. Okay? But the problem start from here. From where? When in the same file already you have created a variable called a, and in the same file you are creating one more variable with the same name, and the system allowed saying like yes, you can create it. This is the biggest problem. So that in 2015 people say like this is wrong. Why? Because a was holding some value. By mistake, developer created one more variable a, and system allowed to create the variable. So what will happen? The old value of a will get replaced by something new. Correct? So this becomes a big problem for the program. So in 2015, this method got replaced. After 2015, people will not use this method. Which method? Behind. What people use? Let's come down. You also write. We can print and see. Okay. 2015 onwards, people started using this. Call it a let b equal to, I'll write here call 200. Again, b equal to got changed to 2000. That should get allowed. Because according to need, the value of variable should get changed. Okay. But when you write like this again, let b equal to 6000 or let's keep 6000, no problem. Here I'll try to write b as a Chennai. Okay. In the case of let, you can create the variable, you can change the value of the variable. But by mistake, when you try to create one more variable with the same name, then let will say sorry, already one variable is created. With the same name. So let will not allow you. Okay. So first we'll see these two, first and second. I will delete the last line. Let's come here and see console.log a. You print in the beginning. Come down again. Console.log print again a, and come here and console.log print again a. So finally, what will be the value of a in the last? First will be 100, second will be Bangalore, and third will be 500. So where has allowed you to create the variable, change the value of variable, as well as redeclare a variable with the same name. Okay. So we'll run this much. Now I'll write below console.log using let. B I created, it will console.log the B, again console.log B. Write it, then we will try to run this page. wrote. Let's run it. You can run through the terminal, no problem. I will run here in CMD. Go to terminal and run from there. Note space file name page 2. Enter. You can see the values are printing 100, the first console, Bangalore, second console.log, 500, the third console. Then after that is printing 200 using the let. Then is printing called Chennai using the let. Try till here. Should work in all system, in everyone system. Yeah, printed. Running or not running? Now come down here. Create a variable, let b equal to any value, 4000. Console.log b. It will throw the error. Red happen, this file color it should become red, and wherever the b we have written, it is showing the array error. It is showing the error. If you move the mouse there on error, it says cannot redeclare a block scoped variable called which one? B. So in this file you got a difference. If you are creating a variable using the var, you can change the value. You can redeclare the same variable, right? You saw here, you change the value as well as you redeclare the variable with the same name. When you are following the let, you can create the variable, you can change the value. Till here it was allowed. But last line, when we are creating a variable with the same name, then browser is your JavaScript is saying no. In the case of let, this mistake you cannot do. You cannot create one more variable with the same name, right? So in beginning output will come correct and later output will come wrong. Why? Because you created the same variable again with a different value. Okay. So because of this problem, the var method we are not going to write anywhere. We will have a habit to use which one? Let. Everywhere let. So that while creating a function, while creating a variable, you will not do the mistake. You will not create one more variable with the same name. Okay. Come next. So you can comment it. So what we found is, let's write here. Variable you are able to create using how many methods? One method or two methods? Two methods. One is using let, another one is using var. Correct? Using the var also we can create a variable. Using let also we can create a variable. Write the third method. Okay, write the third method. Console.log using const. Using which one? Const. Using const. So you can write here const c equal to 1000. Console.log c. Okay. So const, now you run it and check once. There is a command called CLS. CLS. CLS command. You can run in the terminal also, CMD also. Clear screen. If so many output has come, you can run CLS enter, become clear. Now right here, node space, your file name, page 2. You can see it is printing. It is printing for var, printing for const, printing for late, and printing for which one? Const. So using var also we can create, using late also we create the variable, using const also we create the variable. In var you saw that you are able to change the value. In late also you saw that you are able to change the value. Now come and try for the const. C equal to 10,000 and run the page. C equal to 10,000 and run the page. Write node space, your file name. Node space file name. Okay, error. It's showing the error here. See, A printed, B is also printed, C also printed. But when you are saying C equal to 10,000, it shows the error. Right? Now I'll help you out to count on the finger what difference you saw. Variable is storing the value here, but how many ways you are able to create? 3. What are those? Var, late, and const. Correct? Var, late, and const. Using var you created, you change the value. Correct? We redeclare the variable. Here, we created a variable, we change the value as well as we redeclare. When you went to the left, we created the variable, we changed the value, but when we went to the redeclare a variable, late is saying like sorry. Late is not allowed to redeclare a variable with the same name. Now when we come to the const, we created the variable, we assign the value, but when we went to change the value, const is saying no, you cannot change that. It's understood now? How many points? 3 points. Number 1, in the case of var, we can create the variable, we can change the value, we can redeclare. In the case of late, we can create the variable, we can change the value, but we cannot redeclare. In the case of const, what happened? You create the variable, store the value, but you cannot change that. Right? In the case of const also, you cannot redeclare it. So for that, we have to write a notes. Okay? In the same file you write. Once you write, then you will remember. Okay? Else you forget. This is called multi-line command. You can write in this. Okay? Var. Second one, late. Third one, const. Var, late, and const. In var, what we did? In case of var, create is possible, right? Variable created. Number 2, value change, right? Number 3, redeclaration possible. That you saw, right? In the case of late, what happened? Created. Number 2, value change. Number 3, redeclaration not possible. Redeclaration not possible. In the case of const, what happened? Variable we created. Next, after that, value change not possible. The third one is redeclaration, definitely not possible. Okay. One more point we have that is related to scope, that I'll guide you in the next example. But in this 3 are enough, and this is the VBA question for you. What is the difference between 𝕷𝖊𝖆𝖗 and const? Okay, difference between 𝕷𝖊𝖆𝖆 and const. Okay, so written. Okay, so we'll leave here today and be regular for during JavaScript session. It will be helpful for you. One more point is left out, that is called scope. What is the scope of var, let and const? Okay, I will create another example tomorrow, and after that we'll complete this answer. Okay, this is still not completed. It is one point is left in our theory. Okay, in var, what is the scope? In let, what is the scope? And in the const also, what is the scope? That we'll see tomorrow. After that, during tomorrow in the second example. Thank you.